Hey everyone, I'm back with another gameplay video for Domain Zoo. Starting off with the deck tech here, we've got a main deck that you've seen before. I'm still testing 3 Vexing Devil in the flex slots. And we've got a mana base with 1 Triome, and that's because we're more likely to go 1-drop and a 2-drop instead of and not play Scion until turn 3. So I'm going with 1 Triome here at Xander's Lounge, which gives us more basic access. The ability to fetch Triumph turn 1 and then fetch basics after in certain matchups. And we've also got a, I don't have Dromoka's Command in this list, so the awkwardness that's caused by like Xander's Lounge turn 1 not being able to cast Dromoka's Command turn 2 is kind of resolved with, I don't need it for that. So I also have Blood Crypt just because we have more likely to need double red on turn 3 because of the extra red 1-drops. So I have tested this main deck before. The sideboard is a little different. So, actually, it's mostly the same. There is one card I would like to test, and that's Shadow Prophecy. So one thing I've complained about in the past is against these like kind of 50-50 close matchups, things like that can go really grindy, things like Scam, things like Murktide, even Prowess to an extent. Like we don't have any like late game card draw engine. I know some people try to jam Expressive Iteration. I personally think it's kind of bad in this shell because we have too many 2-drops to really make it good. But one card that does interest me is Shadow Prophecy. So this is a look at the top X cards of your library. So obviously you're likely to be casting this late game. So you're going to have 5 types. So you're going to look at the top 5 cards of your library and then put 2 of them in your hand and the rest in your graveyard and lose 2 life. So that's like pretty good in a matchup that goes long. Is it good enough to be, actually relevant? Like hard to say. Obviously it's not a great early game draw, but if you do run out of gas, you can utilize it. So it's just something I'm testing out. I don't know if it'll actually be worthwhile, but I wanted to give it a shot. Someone else on the Zoo Discord was testing it out, so I figured it was worthwhile. And then we still got the rest of the sideboard's pretty much the same, similar version of what we've been running. So I'm going to just run us through a MTGO league, and if you enjoy this type of content, go ahead and like and subscribe to support the channel, and I'll see you guys for the first video. Okay, here I am for round 1. I am on the play, so that's always good, and this hand's fine. Got a little awkwardness here. We're going to keep... we could go... Okay. Oh, sorry, I'm on the draw this game. Okay, that makes it a little easier. So, Misty Rainforest is interesting. I don't know exactly what my opponent's on. I'm probably just going to shock in the Steam Vents right here, especially because we just got the other shock. Like, just because I want to hold up Stub or Bolt. I don't know exactly what my opponent's on, but could be Rhinos, could be something else. We'll see. If it is Rhinos, it's a little tricky with the hand I've got. It could be Creativity. Could Stub or Ren in 6. Although I might just let it resolve so I can save the Stub for turn 4. Okay, Bobble. So maybe it's just Murktide. Okay. Interesting. Okay, that's fine. I think we'll just play our Kavu here. He could have Spell Snare, which would be annoying. Yeah, that's what he's got. I guess I'll just take the bad beats. Is that what it is? Oh my god. Yep. So, obviously, I could have played around that by playing Vexing Devil. Maybe that was smarter. I just figured he has Spell Pierce that he was holding up. So I know some of these decks are main decking Spell Pierce, or sorry, Spell Snare now. So it's obviously a very good card against us. Now it's going to get a little tougher, but they haven't really done anything yet, but they've kind of controlled the tempo. It's turn 3, and I haven't applied any pressure, and obviously this is a deck with a better card engine than us. So, we'll see. Okay, he's not dashing monkey. He's probably going to hold up Counterspell. I could just Tribal Flames the monkey and then Stub ED the Counterspell. That's not great, but let me think of what I would need to do that. So I need double red, so I'm going to take a lot of damage, so I could just shock in the Sacred Foundry. taking a lot of damage from lands. I think this is the right play, though. He's obviously holding up like Spell Pierce or something. Kill his monkey. Yep. So maybe he's just sitting on a bunch of interaction. Now his monkey's dead. Obviously, I haven't really applied any pressure, so this isn't amazing. I just think me playing Devil... oh, sorry, I could have bolted it. That was actually really stupid. Sorry, I forgot I had bolt in hand. Oh, man, I could have bolted and just paid the tax. Yeah, that was dumb. Sorry. I like drew Tribal Flames, and I was like, oh yeah, I got Tribal Flames. Like, I need that. Obviously, bolt would have been much smarter. It's okay. Got distracted by my own Tribal Flames. So now he's probably thinking what he's going to do. Maybe cast Iteration, Dirtle for a while. You know, typical Murktide player stuff. Obviously, I haven't really applied pressure, so things aren't great. This looks like an Iteration. Okay, we're just a DRC. I wonder if he just has a load of permission. Let's see what this is. Consider, okay. He does have Delirium already. Probably just bolt the DRC, play Devil, play land. Could also return Gigantha, but I think I need to play something. Okay, he doesn't have a third land, which is pretty good for me. So now we're going to just, let's see what we get here. Okay, that's not that helpful. All right, we'll start with Devil. This will tell me if he's sitting on a removal spell or not. If he lets this live, then he's sitting on a removal spell. Okay, he does not let it live. We'll bolt his Chandler. Then we'll play a tap Blood Crypt and pass turn. So this game is going to take a while, but luckily I can return Giganta next turn and then cast her, and my opponent's stuck on 2 lands. So we'll see. He hasn't... I would assume if he had an iteration, he would have played it by now, but maybe he just wanted to get DRC down so he could get the surveil triggers. So yeah, I could have managed this quite a bit better. Like, I mean, you know, could have played Bolt there, paid the tax on Spell Pierce, I'd still have Stubby D, so I could have played Devil and potentially had Stubby D up, so, you know. There would have been ways to play a bit smarter, but I think this is fine. Was he get the iteration finally? Or is he just going to get a Murktide out? This looks like it could be just a small Murktide, right? What, 4/4? Oh, 6/6, so not that small. So now I'm in a Leyline Binding waiting room. Okay, instead I'm just going to get a million more lands, which is pretty sweet. Oh, man. Okay, see if we can get something useful. I think my life total is going to matter here, so I don't know if I want to thin anymore. Okay, well, we can cast Giganta next turn if he doesn't have a counter spell, but he probably does. We're on a 3-turn clock with Murktide. Haven't really done much this game. Not the smoothest start. So I do know he's playing Spell Snare now. Now he's probably just going to hold up a counter spell, protect his Murktide. So probably just going to lose off that. But I think I have to, if I don't draw anything, I have to jam Giganta anyway. And just hope that he doesn't have a counter spell. He doesn't have Delirium anymore. Oh, Dashing Monkey is interesting. I guess I can get white. Okay, so I guess I just do this. Oh, sorry. I should get a white right now. I don't think I'm winning this game, but I'm like basically out of lands. We're going to keep red and blue up. He's probably got counterspell almost certainly. So, but you know, you do the thing. Give it a shot. Pray that he doesn't have it. And there it is. Okay, he didn't have it. We are going to play Ragavan here. Obviously, he could have a removal spell. I don't know that I care that much. Gotta apply some pressure here. Maybe I flip something useful. I think I have instant source. I do actually have Delirium if I flip in Unholy Heat. So that's what I hope for. You know, maybe I could have just held that Ragavan, but I think this is fine too. I'm at 1, so he probably says Bolt anyway. Yep. Okay. All right. So that wasn't a very clean game. Obviously, he just dunked on me with Spell Snare, and being on the play, or me being on the draw helps a lot because you can just sit back with reactive cards, which is exactly what he did. Could have definitely played it better. Played around Spell Snare. Now I know to play around it. But anyway, this is good because we get to test Shadow Prophecy. Murktide, we're also going to get Rest in Peace because of the graveyard hate. So, it's good against deck. We're going to cut 2 tribal. No, we are cut a Brawler. They do have Dress Down, so I have to be a little wary of that. So we might cut a Kabu and a Brawl. I might do something like this. We're a little wary of Dress Down, a little wary of Blood Moon, or not Blood Moon. I mean, we are wary of Blood Moon, but on the play, it doesn't matter that much. You can argue just to keep more threats in. I think that's like fine too. Cutting 2 Tribal Flames, I think is good against a deck with permission. Otherwise, it can be hard to resolve that stuff at sorcery speed when they have a lot of permission. So I don't know if taking, I like to take Kavu out sometimes because it's just like can be just a total dress down blowout. Yay. Game 2, we're on the play this time. That's always exciting. Okay, this hand's a little awkward, but very tempted to keep it. I don't actually have... This is probably bad, though, with 3 types. Like, basically, this hand, if I had a fetch in it, would be great, but, like, with 4 types, I don't have white to cast anything. I think I have to mulligan this, which doesn't feel great because it has a lot of answers in it that I want. Okay, this hand's fine. Keep. Put back maybe Prophecy. Tribal Flame is probably more important to have a removal spell. So now we're just gonna play Monkey. Trying to think of the sequence here. So we probably want to go Sacred Foundry. Let me think for a second. We could go Sacred Foundry and then this. No, if we go Sacred Foundry, we should use the Mesa. But on the other hand, we want to keep the Mesa for an Overgrown Tomb. So we could, so we have to go Mesa right now. So obviously he could have the removal spell for Ragavan, but Ragavan on the play, you just, if the opponent doesn't have it, then he's going to have a really bad time. So unfortunately, with the setup how it is, I won't be able to... with having Xanders in the deck, I can't do what I would normally like to do in this situation with play Ragavan turn 1 and then turn 2 potentially fetch a Triumph so I can play Scion with the treasure token. But I do have Brawler still, so it's not that big a deal. So I think we'll just go red-white, play our Monkey, and then like best case is he plays his own Monkey or something like that, and I can just kill it and we go from there. That's actually not best case. Best case is he has nothing, but we'll see. See if he plays his own creature. Starts with basic island. Okay, so now he's just gonna like Blood Moon me. Is that what this move is? That's not gonna go very well for him. That's his plan. Love to connect with Ragavan. Love to flip a Shredder. Fortunately, I can't double spell here. I might just play the Shredder, though. I guess Brawler's probably better for me, but the Shredder's going to grow pretty big and give me a lot of looting. But I also kind of like my hand. It'd be more aggressive just play Shredder right now and hold up Stub. I think that's what I want to do. It's like very close. Obviously, I can get like very far ahead, but I think with what I have in hand, like my hand is fine. I just want to get another creature on the board. Now I have Stub activated. Oh, maybe it was he had Spell Snare again, but I would have stubbed it. Okay, yeah, he's turn 1 consider. But now I think he's... I mean, we'll see what he does, but now he's like very far behind. I'm going to be swinging for 6 next turn. And you can stop any removal he has. Very strange basic island turn 1. Is he trying to preserve his life total, maybe? Nope, he's shocked there. Shredder. Yeah, so you won't be doing that. Do you have Spell Pierce or something? Okay. So he just had Spell Pierce turn 1, so I'm not going to play it. That's fine. Again, if I... So I still have a creature on board. Like I think he's going to play Blood Moon, hopefully I get a third land so I can just fetch a basic or something. Okay, I get another brawler, which is fine. And if he plays Blood Moon, he plays Blood Moon. Not much I can do. Just run our threats out. Hope he doesn't have Blood Moon. You know, I could have played around it, try to get a forest, things like that, but I think on the play, I just stay aggressive. Like, if he Blood Moons me here, then I'll just try to play through it. Really in the third land waiting room. He's probably got a removal spell. Bolt, maybe. He's got only 3 types, I mean. Instant, artifact, land, so he doesn't have Delirium yet. So he can't turn on his Unholy Heat. If he taps out, he's potentially dead next turn, depending on what he taps out to. Okay. Let's see what he found. Still Bolt. Okay. He didn't have a third land. Okay, he just has nothing. Like a third. Okay, Kabu's good. We'll be playing that. Still doesn't have Delirium yet, but at least if I'm counting right, he doesn't have Delirium. He's got 6 cards in hand, so okay, another Bauble. He's gonna keep looking at my cards, trying to draw cards. Is this the Blood Moon? Nope. Iteration. Murktide. 8/8 Murktide. Okay. Let's think about this for a second. I can get Blood Crypt, swing in for a lot of damage, and then I just kill him. I guess there's not much to think about. I don't know why I said let's think about this for a second. I don't think he's playing Force. He's just dead. I guess he could be playing Force. That would be bad for me, but we'll exile, consider from his graveyard, or could exile land, but yep. Okay, I don't care about growing a Murktide. I don't think this damage actually matters, but Blood Crypt tapped. I guess if he has Force, it's bad for me. I don't think Murktide plays Force, though. Okay. Got there, turn 5. My opponent didn't really do anything, which helped. He just cast a big Murktide, but it's too late. Do we want to cut? You could argue to trim something on the draw. You could argue bring in Flusterstorm on the draw. I don't know. I think it's fine. Keep the monkeys in. Why not? On the draw, you could argue that maybe one of these is better than Monkey. I think trimming on Tribal Flames is fine. Obviously, it won me the game last time, but again, I still maintain that it can be hard to resolve against Murktide, especially this guy who's playing Spell Snare, Spell Pierce, and Counterspell. He could have boarded out the counterspells. I haven't seen one yet, but he's spending a lot of a lot of permission, which makes me less likely to try to attempt a 2-mana sorcery speed burn spell. Yep. Okay, of course, this matchup's much harder. Like any matchup is much harder in the draw. So we will give it a shot, though. Give it our best, which is all we can do. We do still have our same companion, Trusty Gigantha, usually very good in this matchup. think we don't have an answer to turn 1 monkey, which could be a problem. But I think we keep this. Hopefully he just doesn't go turn 1 monkey. And if he does, it's going to connect right now. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, DRC, that's fine. Okay, another sub E. So the question would be, do I want to just shock in Steam Vents here? Yeah, sure. I could get Mesa, but it's most likely going to just get me a green-white next turn. I think it's fine. I think it's unlikely, but he could go iteration here, and I can stub that. It's actually relevant. He might try to. Or he'll just go another DRC. Attack me for 1. He's probably still holding up his spell snare. Guess to why you do this. Okay, that's fine. I don't know that I want to play directly into a spell snare. I could bind one of these to keep him from getting a surveil trigger. I could do it on my turn to to avoid counterspell. He could spell pierce it, which is bad, so I could upkeep do it. I guess it's bad if he, but then he'll tap out to cast a counterspell. I think that's fine. We'll see. I'm not sure about this actually. Like I kind of want to go brawler, but I only have 1 threat. I could go Tribal Flames. I think I'm going to upkeep, bind one of these. Could also just wait. The problem is he gets surveil triggers if he casts like a iteration or something. I think I just wait. So he's just going to attack me with 1/1. It's pretty cool. So yeah, he's clearly just holding up permission here. I don't know that I actually need to bind this right now. I guess I could have just waited. In case he goes Murktide, I don't know. I'm just going to do this now. Take one of his. Yeah, so that's fine. Now, I guess it's bad if he still has Spell Snare, but now I have SWD up, so. Now I can't hold Counterspell either. Bolt's good. I think we're just going to go... Like, my life total does matter a lot, actually. I'm, like, really low, so... I think we'll just get 4 types for now. JMI Brawler. I don't know. I'm not huge on how I played this game. Maybe I played a little too scared. But now we have Bolt and SWD up, so... Let's see what he does. Okay. So I knew he was holding up Spell Snare this whole time, but, you know, I don't know. I played around it that well. He's kind of empty in hand. I still have 2 removal spells next turn for his DRC. So I think I played around this okay. Maybe the right move was just not even bother to try binding, but he could have spell pierced then my SWD. So I think this is fine. Like he needs, I guess only 1 more type to get Delirium, which what he's going to try to do right now. A Braid. Okay, that's a spell certainly. Okay, so next turn we might have to go double removal spell. He gets Delirium here. If he doesn't, then so he didn't get it yet. But we're not in a great spot. Does he have like another Spell Pierce? That'd be so annoying. Yeah, he still doesn't have Delirium, so funny, but I'm like kind of out of gas. Okay, and now we're just getting nothing. So I think we just bolt one of these and wait. So argument to bolt the second one. So he gets Delirium now. So I could just kill the second one, but now he could have Spell Pierce up. And I'm going to take 2 to do it. Otherwise, I'm going to take 3 from this. I don't know. I guess he has another Spell Pierce. This is a really bad line. So you can argue that I shouldn't be doing this right now. It's close, though. I don't know why. I guess I played the Plains to save life total. Please don't have another Spell Pierce. You already played. Okay. So now we're both at nothing. Unfortunately, he's at 18 life. I've done literally nothing this game, so this is kind of like the thing with being on the draw, and also just not getting. I mean, I had 1 threat, so played a lot of interaction, but now he gets the Shredder. Opponent's only got 2 cards in hand, though, so that's like good for me. The problem is my life total is like really low right now. Need some gas. Okay, got some gas. Red, green. Go Flooded Strand. I don't think I want to fetch Shock to grab Gigantha because I need to keep up SWD. So this is going to be a tough one. I just didn't have any early pressure, you know? Maybe I should have kept more creatures in. Like, I kind of played reactive, but usually don't want to play long against this deck. Because, okay. Does he have Delirium? Should probably, yeah, he does, because the DRC's in the graveyard. Okay, well, I mean, I guess his hand was just all interaction, like 2 DRCs and a bunch of interaction. I think I played it as well as I could. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I should have just played it. Usually I just try to play this more aggressively, but he just kind of was in control the whole time. So, like, now I'm just completely out of gas. He just like completely dismantled me. So, maybe going to 4 wasn't smart to do this. Second green source. Okay, that's something. Really need like something to removal spell, maybe. Yeah, this game's not looking good. I mean, maybe I shocked too much. I don't know. I probably could have played it better. Spell Snare. Okay, it's pretty useless. So now I should have gotten back Gigantha. Actually, that was a mistake. I clicked too fast. Okay, well, it looks like we're losing this game. I'd have to look at how I played it. Like, Spell Snare is... This matchup is a lot harder if decks are main decking. This matchup, if they're main decking Spell Snare, which it seems like, I think, was what he was doing in game 1. So, like, I actually think that this is an amazing card against us. Because normally you don't care that much about Spell Pierce because we're playing any creatures, but, like, the fact that he can just sit there even on the draw on turn 1, hold up Spell Snare, and I can't play a big threat is, like, very relevant. So... I'm trying to think of how I could have played it differently, and I think he just... I mean, obviously, of course I could have played it differently, but I don't know if it would have resulted in me getting a win. Like, is he going to be so scared of Ragavan? Oh, baby. Yeah, I really wish I grabbed Gigantha. That was a huge mistake. Oh my god, I'm getting so punished for it, too. Yeah, because obviously I'd play Gigantha this turn and be in, like, in pretty good shape. So that was... Hopefully it doesn't lose me this game, but it might... I could just play a Ragavan. I guess I don't have to pay to dash it then. He's just going to eat a removal spell. But that's also maybe okay. It stops him from dashing a Ragavan to kill me. Yep, would have played Gigantha that turn and then could have even played Ragavan. So I would have been in a slightly better space, but I'd still need a removal spell. I'm just dead to bold anyway. I'm not dead to dash Ragavan anymore, though. Maybe he's just flooded. At some point, he should just attack. I don't know why he didn't just attack last turn. He's, like, so afraid of getting hit by Ragavan. Just, like, Ragavan's single-handedly holding me down. Okay, Stub is very good. But, again, at some point, he's going to realize that I have nothing. Wait, I need 5. 24. Maybe he just has Counterspell up. But yeah, playing this Giganta turn earlier would have been nice. I don't think I can attack him. I mean, obviously attacking doesn't make sense, so... I could have tried to bait him. No, there's no way to take that. I'm surprised he's just sitting there with a Ledger Shredder. Like, he could have killed me 2 turns ago. Okay. He's obviously digging for something. Maybe just a Bolt. Murktide would be bad. Looks like it could be a Murktide. Really need a Binding or a Tribal Flames. Okay, he's not playing anything. Also, should attack here. Okay. Ragavan. The threat of Monkey holding him down, I guess. Okay. It's a good draw. So I just try to get out the, yeah. I don't know. Not really need to mess around with this. Okay. I will take that. I guess I died to a dash Ragavan. So, although he would have dashed it already, I think. I could play a second Ragavan just to prevent me from dying to a dash one. Really need to top deck something off his deck. Oh, that's something. That is something. Oh, baby. Who's the Murktide player now? Okay. So I need to pay blue. I need pay 5, so we'll go Tribal Flames, WD, Lightning Bolt, WD. Is it just instants and sorceries? Sorcery. Okay. I think that's all I have, right? Yeah, so I don't think I can get it beyond 6/6, but I do have WD up, so I have to pay 1 to oh, we might be winning this game then. I don't think I need to do anything else. I have WD up. He's got 1 turn to find answers. This is a 7/7, so he can't get hit. Man, Monkey hit the jackpot there. I thought there was no way I was winning this game. I don't know why my opponent didn't attack me, but it's also still possible I'm not winning it. Okay. We won the match. Obviously, that was mostly because of a Ragavan flip, but I'm also kind of surprised my opponent. Like, my opponent just needed to attack for 2 turns with Ledger Shredder. I don't know what he was. He must have been worried I was going to flip a Shredder or a Murktide, and obviously, eventually I did, but he just gave me time to draw into Binding. So we got bailed out of that game. I did not think that was going to be a winnable game, but we played through it. Not the tightest playing, but sometimes you top deck what you need, and it worked out for us. So I did see Shadow Prophecy once in that matchup. I didn't get to cast it because I bottomed it from my hand, but you know, maybe we'll get to actually cast it and see if it was worthwhile. Obviously, like, it would have been a very good top deck in that situation, although my life total was already low, so it would have been risky, but I feel like I had a good chance of hitting either a Tribal Flames or a Binding in my top 5 if I go for it, or a Scion to block the Shredder. So that would have been good in that situation. But yeah, that spell snare. I think I saw Mangu with the spell snare in his main deck now, and it's good against us. Okay, I am back for round 2. This would be a great hand, but I can't do it with Arid Mason and Sacred Foundry, so it's too high risk, I think. This doesn't have any threats. I think we're going to go to 5. Okay, this hand's fine. Let's bottomless Bolt. And I think we want to bottom Scion as well. It's a little awkward. I'd rather just clear the way for blockers. Okay, so we want to be able to go. We're going to go red, white, and then green, blue, because we want to play Bolt and Nacatl next turn. Unfortunately, we're against Amulet, which is going to be a little tough. But maybe I can get them to... We'll see what they do. They already got the Amulet in play, which can be problematic. But we can clear the way of blockers for Nacatl and go from there. Or, sorry, clear the way of blockers for Monkey and go from there. Unfortunately, MTGO like crashed, was doing something really weird, so that's why I'm so far behind the clock, but I think it should be fine in this matchup. Okay, they're doing the thing, so this might already be a loss, like turn 1 Amulet. If he blocks the Dryad, I can actually kill it, which would be huge. So let's see if he's stupid. I won't say he's stupid enough, but let's see if he's daring enough to block with the Dryad so I can kill his Dryad. That would help me a lot. I don't think he will. Yeah, he's smart. Okay, so now we have to just hope this is going to be enough. So what we're going to do here, I don't have a way to kill his Dryad right now. We're going to go Breeding Pool. Just go really wide with threats. And maybe I can get a binding or something to make it worthwhile. So we are going pretty wide here. Unfortunately, probably not going to be enough when he had turn 1 Amulet into turn 2 Dryad. It's a pretty good start for him. Like, he could have a Titan on this turn. Yeah. So he's just going to play a Titan this turn, and I'm just going to lose. Turn 3 to Amulet, classic. Yep. Pretty good start for him so far. So I need a binding. It's really what I'm looking for here. Bolt doesn't help me. He's just going to give it double strike, and then I'm just going to lose. So let's see what lands he gets. I should probably stop yielding through this turn. Assuming he's just going to give it double strike. Is that what he did already? No, I give it haste. He's going to give the double strike land. So this is just one of those where like Amulet has the gas start, and like obviously if I had binding in hand, I could have gone binding on the Amulet and slowed him down, but with this start, it's just you're kind of like sitting here on turn 3. Like, this is a sweet deck, isn't it? I could double block here. I don't know why he did this, but it is what I'm going to do. He must have another Amulet in hand. Not another Amulet, another... Okay, that's kind of weird. Don't know why he didn't get like the double strike land. Is he just going to get another one? He can try to Valakut me out. Okay. We're going to just keep going with this. Second monkey, that's useful. All right, so we're going to just attack with both. Maybe, I don't know. See if he blocks with one of these. No, he's smart. Flip something useful. Summoner's Pack. I could actually pay it next turn, but what do I get? A Kavu? Like, it doesn't really help me. I think we just have to sit on that. I could cycle these cards at the end of turn. I guess I really need to find a binding, so I probably just have to save this mana to cycle at end of turn. So I guess that's what we're going to have to do then. So I'm assuming he just has another Titan, or else he wouldn't have done that attack like he did. Or he just has like a million more lands in hand. Unlimited mana, basically. So at this point, I don't know what exactly saves me, if there's anything. Like, binding would be good, but like he's just going to Valakut me out, I guess, with this. So doesn't really help me too much. I'm at 8. I guess he can attack with both these, and then, yeah. Okay, he's just going to Valakut me. All right, well, you know, being on the play against Titan when they have just the nuts. It's kind of how it goes. But luckily, we got sideboard answers for this. So now he just attacks me. Or he'll just play another Titan. Okay, cool. Colossus, yeah. Okay. That's fine. Let's bring in the hate. Okay, so we do want Remand. We do want Natural State. I think that's all we want. I don't think the rest of it's that useful. What's not as good? I think I need Tribal Flames. I think Bolt's not great. Monkey on the play is pretty good. I like keeping the Tribal Flames in to kill as an answer for the Dryad. But maybe if I'm bringing in other answers to Dryad, I can afford to cut one. I'll trim a Devil, I guess. I don't know if Devil matters that much. Could trim 2 Devils. Keep the Tribal Flames in to kill the Dryad. Let's do that. So hopefully we can do something more than impactful than last game. Okay, I would like to play first. Highlight my Gigantha. Okay, this hand is fine. It's a little slow, but we do have Remand and Binding, so we have to keep this. So I'm trying to think of what Triome I have, which is so I guess we want to go. So I have Xander's Lounge, which pairs with Temple Garden. So we want to go Xander's Lounge and then Temple Garden. That's what we're going to do. See if they go Amulet, then I can bind it next turn. Okay, there's the Amulet. Can't let that live. So obviously I'd love to play a threat here, but it's just with the Amulet, it enables everything he does. So I just can't really let it live. Okay, second Kabu is fine. Here I could get just a basic Plains. No, I need the Forest, so we're just going to have to get Temple Garden. I'm just trying to think if it's worth... It is worth playing around Force of Vigor, so I shouldn't have done this right now. He's going to obviously know I have something. So what we're going to do is upkeep this. But yeah, I should have obviously fetched in his upkeep. He almost certainly brought in Force of Vigor, so that's why we're going to do this. Obviously, you can still get the Amulet back and stuff, but hopefully he just has a bounce land in hand. Not like Boseiju or something. Okay, good so far. Now, he could... Ooh, Natural State's good. So, I think we want to go red. Let's think what we got here. I can't hold up Natural State and play Kabu, which is kind of annoying. Because I want something in case he bashes. I think I have to play Scion here. As much as I want the extra damage, I need something in case he smashes this, or if he plays a Dryad next turn. So we want to just play... I guess this is even worse against Force of Vigor. This is like a total blowout against Force of Vigor, so let's not do that. Let's do this. Obviously, if he gets his Natural State, okay, now at least Force of Vigor is not just like ending the game for me. I don't know, I still have an upkeep stop. Oh, because I just turned it on, that's why. So let's see what he does here. If he goes Dryad, I'll kill with Natural State. Okay, he goes Dryad. Okay, much less scary. So it's looking like no force. Okay, Plains. So now I can go... I could have looted away this Plains. I don't know if the order matters that much here. I think we just kill this now. I don't think it really matters. Natural State. Swing for 5. Do we want to loot anything away? Could loot away the second Kabu to try to get... I already played a land, though. So I can't really cast the second Kabu. I think we just hold it up and just pretend I kind of like my hand, so I kind of want to just keep it. At some point, he'll be able to cast a Titan, but he can't do it next turn, and then I can hold up Remand, so... I think this is the right play. You could argue to hold up Remand, but with how much mana he has, I don't think that makes sense. I need to get more pressure than that. Now he's on 2-turn clock. Second Dryad, probably. Okay, Gruul Turf. Okay. Second Dryad, yes. So now I just hold up Remand for Titan next turn. And I can even still play my everything I need. Monkey is interesting. I don't think I want to play it though, because I want to be able to play Kavu and then hold up Remand. So I think we just attack with both. I could loot away Monkey, try to find something better. Trying to think if that's worthwhile. I guess you could have Beseju here. Let's loot away Monkey. Maybe get like Tribal Flames or something. Okay, we just get another Monkey. It's pretty cool. Beseju? Yep, okay, that's fine. I will use Beseju's ability. So now I think we can just go really wide. What do I need? I already have 2 red. But I don't want to go super low against a Valakut deck when he already has that many mountains in play. So I don't think I need to play Monkey this turn. We'll just go red-blue. So it's at 10. Okay, so now we'll see what he does here, but I'm feeling pretty good. It's interesting he didn't Besage the ain't playing my binding. I guess his life total is under pressure, so we're still at 14, which is pretty high. Yeah, so this is what we thought he was going to do, and then this is where Remand like wins the game, basically. So it only saved me 1 turn, but he gets the Grazer, which is actually very annoying because now he can chump. So I need a removal spell. Let me think of what I need here. Okay, that's not what I need. So let's dash Monkey, and then swing with everything, and then loot this all away because we're looking for a burn spell. Or a removal spell. Stub probably doesn't help us at this point because he has Titan in hand. Okay, those cards don't really help us that much, so I might still be dead, unfortunately. The Brawler, the Grazer was a very big deal. But we'll try it. Oh, I only had 1 green left. Oh, that was so stupid. Okay. Yeah, so maybe that shouldn't have been a Steam Vents there. I'm not sure what I was thinking. I needed double blue. That should have been a different fetch there to give me a 2nd green source. Yeah, so now he goes Titan, and now I might just lose. Because I think he just burned me out with Valakut, which is unfortunate. I could have maybe kept Kavu back. Maybe that was a better move to keep the 2 Kavus back to trip block the Titan, but I figure he'll give it like double strike. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, so he's just got Valakut. So, yeah. Just couldn't quite get there fast enough. I feel like I was in a very good position. I'm not sure if I would have played it differently. Like, I remanded the first one, usually enough to win the game, but he got the Grazer down, which is basically what did it for him. So this is like kind of just frustrating. Yeah. So again, he just burned me out with Valakut. So unfortunately, I killed the first Dryad, but he had the second Dryad, and I couldn't get a removal spell for it. So that's just kind of how it goes. And he was even, I killed the Amulet, killed the first Dryad, and then he played the second Dryad. Or did he not? I'm confused. Did I exile Dryad? I did. So I think this is just kind of a bad beats game. Like, I don't really know what I could have done differently. Honestly. Like, I slowed him down, I disrupted him, I took his Amulet, I killed his Dryad, I killed his first Dryad, he got a second Dryad, I remanded his Titan, and I was applying pressure, and he just had, he had the right stuff. He was able to chump with Grazer, and then he had the Beseju to kill my Scion. So that was like basically the only cards that could have saved him, and I lose with. So that's like an unfortunate loss because both those games were just, very fast losses. So no trophy for us today. We're going to go to 1-1. And I'll see you guys for round 3. Okay, here for round 3. Again, my MTGO is being really weird, so I'm right behind the clock. This is a 1-lander, so we're going to mulligan this. This is a 1-lander. Man, I think we're going to have to mulligan this too, unfortunately. Okay, this is going to be a keep. We're going to put back 2 bindings. Done. And then I think we're just going to play our Foothills turn 1. Or Flood Strand. We'll play Flood Strand. This can fetch as a basic force if we end up against like Burn or something. So we're going to most likely do Xander's Lounge. Oh, okay. Okay. The old Tron matchup. Xander's Lounge. Would like a remand, please. Opponent with upkeep, stop. Show me the remand. Or SWD would also be good. If I get nothing, then we're just going to play our Kavu out. I mean, most likely we're going to play our Kavu out no matter what I draw. Tribal Flames is fine. Okay. So we need a Temple Garden to get 5 types, and then we'll play our Kavu. Kavu. Usually this is a pretty favorable matchup for us. We're fast stack. We have some permission, things like that. So I think in next turn, depending on what my opponent does, I might loot away a bolt. I'll see what I draw. Like obviously have, oh, okay. Oh, I like this even better. It's Eldrazi Tron. Okay. I might just bolt that now. This is actually huge. I don't want to be able to chomp. This is huge that he's Eldrazi Tron. On the other hand, I could keep the damage for face, so I could bind, but I think I want to bind something bigger. I think I might just bolt this Matter Reshaper. Although, like, obviously it's bad if he reveals the top card of his library. So that would be bad. So there's an argument not to use bolt on him, but otherwise he's going to save 5 damage, so I think I'll just bolt here. I don't know. I guess maybe this is stupid. Please don't. Scribe Tablet. Okay. Don't know what that is. Gets exiled. Real card zone. Okay. That's actually kind of an annoying one to reveal. Okay, that's fine. So we're going to swing in. I don't know. I actually want to loot away this stuff. Stuff's pretty good. So maybe we'll just exile a card. This could be debatable. I think you could debate not looting away something. I could also Tribal Flames here to be mana efficient. Which I might just do now. I don't actually need a Tribal Flames now, but I'm thinking next turn maybe I grab Gigantha. Maybe he plays if he plays another threat, I'll just bind it. Could also bind this Inscribed Tablet. I don't think that's worth doing though. We're just gonna save it for him to play another threat. He's already at 10. I could have binded the Matter Reshaper so he wouldn't have gotten that, and then saved the 8 burn damage, and potentially he would be at 7 right now. There's an argument for that, but I think I need this binding for something juicier. Okay, so we're going to loot away that land. My Kabu gets to that point. Looks like it will. Okay, land's pretty useless. I could save this land to loot it next turn, but then I can't grab Gigantha. I could hold up binding. Sorry, if I play this land, grab Gigantha, then I can hold up binding. But the question is, do I need binding at instant speed? You know, I think we'll just play the land. And then do something like this. Grab Gigantha. I still have Binding up, so we'll see. He's got to have an answer for my Kavu, or else he's just going to die. He will have Tron next turn, so potentially bad. Probably very bad. See what he plays. Okay, that's not that bad. What is he? Probably against Snaring Bridge, which I will just bind and he'll just lose. It's my assumption. Yep. Oh, okay, that's annoying. So he doesn't lose yet. Is he like trying to be greedy here? Is he not playing the bridge? Can't instant speed and Snaring Bridge. Okay, guess he's just gonna be cute. You can sacrifice this, but this is you put it in your hand. I think I just bind this and he loses. Unless he's got like Dismember in hand. It's possible. It's also fine. Okay. Not sure why he didn't go for Ensnaring Bridge there. Maybe he didn't have mana. Maybe I wasn't counting it right. Get through. No, he had mana for it. Okay. I'm not sure. Anyway, that's game 1 versus Tron. What do we want to bring in against Tron? Definitely remands are going to be good. Natural State. He is Eldrazi Tron. So, don't know that Natural State's that good. You can like smash the random artifacts. You know, I'll bring it in because of Ensnaring Bridge. That maybe we need it. What's not as good? I kind of want all my creatures in. He does. I could trim on the Ragavan just because of whatever that card is that kills the Ragavan. So let's do that. And we want Stub. Do we need bolts? He does play Eldrazi Tron, but maybe not as much. Could cut on Devils, but I kind of like just like having Devil. Maybe we keep the bolts in. Maybe we cut a Devil. We'll try this. I guess he kind of rage. He drew like 5 extra cards, so I guess he was annoyed by that. How that game transpired. Okay, we got the monkey against Tron. What else could you want? Hopefully he doesn't have that removal spell. We also got Natural State and Binding, which is good. We'll see if he's got it. Nacatl. Okay, let me think how I want to sequence this. Like, I probably just want to go red, white. Next turn, go green, blue, and not worry about 5 types and just be fine with 4. I'll have double planes. I think that's okay. I think that's okay for me. See what he goes with here. Monkey. Maybe I should just not side it out any monkeys. We'll see if he's got the removal spell. Monkey's just so good in this matchup. Like, he just accelerates your clock so much. But he does have he probably has the removal thing. Here it is. Yep. Oh, maybe it's just a Matter Reshaper. Oh, Walking Ballista. Okay. Well, I mean, that'll kill Monkey too. Okay, Scion doesn't really help me that much. Now I'm kind of wondering if I should have done my mana differently. Not really. I couldn't have green and white on separate mana. We're just gonna attack in the Ballista. He's just gonna trade, and that's okay. Okay by me. Obviously, binding the Ballista doesn't do anything. I think we just get our green blue. Play our Nacatl. So he'll have Tron this turn, which is a little concerning, but I do have Binding, so let's see what he gets. Okay, he's just going to do the Karn thing. So if he has Ensnaring Bridge, I'll probably smash it with Natural State. Sundering Titan's a little concerning. a lot concerning. Need a remand. It's not a remand. Okay, let's see what happens if the Sundering Titan comes in. Let's see what happens here. I mean, that's gonna be pretty bad for me. I don't know. I don't know how I get around that. Obviously, I have to hold up Binding. And so I need 2 mana for that. I can play Natural State. Natural State's useless. I can just play my second Nacatl. I don't think trading with Matter Reshaper seems that great, but I do need to push damage through. That's just going to give him the chance to kill my Nacatl. I don't know. I don't think I'm winning this game. Need a remand. So what we need to do here is we'll play Nacatl, and then we'll play Plains, and then we can bind for 2 in response to the Sundering Titan trigger. I think that's what we have to do, and then just like pray that he just doesn't have anything else going on. Don't think trading with the Matter Reshaper makes a lot of sense. So I should get a trigger thing. Yeah. Response to the trigger. I guess I'll just destroy all my lands. So, I mean, that's like, it's kind of hard to win when you have no lands. But, you know, happens. Sundering Titan's bad against us. I guess this matchup is probably a bit worse than regular Tron because they can like put chump blockers out and stuff. I'm gonna try to play through it, but it's not gonna happen. Oh baby, don't call it a comeback. Let's see what else he does here. We just wait. Now we wait. See what other payoffs he has. Bring me a payoff. Reality Smasher. Yeah, okay, that's like pretty bad for me. Yeah. Okay, that's we're just gonna concede now. So Natural State maybe isn't that good against this deck. I don't really have a lot of answers other than remand. Like I think I keep the bolts in because the Matter Reshapers and like that he actually has a lot of creatures. And maybe I don't even I think I still need Natural State though. Maybe I do keep bolts in. I guess I kept 3 of them in. On the play, I think you have to have Ragavan. I kind of want like everything on the play. I could cut a Devil. Yeah, just cut the Devils. Trying to think. I guess we'll get us a shot. I don't know. I don't really want to cut anything else I have. The issue here. And maybe Stubby D is bad. I guess he's still playing Karn, so Stub should still be good. We'll see. Okay, this is a kind of a slow hand, but I think I keep it. I don't know. I don't know if I win with this hand. I've got, so basically turn 1, I don't really have a play. Or I can smash whatever he tries to do. Turn 2, I play a Brawler. Turn 3, I have Binding, but he's got, man, I don't know. This hand's pretty, it's got 4 lands. This hand's a little sus. But I also don't know. I feel like I could mulligan lower and it could be worse. I think we're going to, I don't know. This could be wrong. Big regrets. Yep. Okay. Well, this is just how it goes. Should have kept the 7. I knew it. I shouldn't have gotten greedy. Okay, we've got the classic. Let's see here. Sacred Foundry doesn't help me. Bolt probably helps me. Scion. Do I just cut Bolt and just hope my Ragavan connects? And just like... oh, I can't do that though, actually. Because of the land. Oh my god, it's killing me. Okay. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Yeah, I should have just kept that hand and just try to power through. Especially because Eldrazi Tron is less likely to... So the problem is with Xander's Lounge is this right here. This exact situation is like a nightmare scenario. And I also fetched the wrong way. No, I think it's fine. Yeah, I should have just kept that 7 probably and just try to hope it would be enough. Because Eldrazi Tron is less likely to have turn 3 Tron than other types of Tron. Because they're trying to do other stuff, so... yeah, I don't think I played that I don't think that was smart. Does he have Warping Whale? Is that 1 mana? No, he's just going to dismember my Ragavan. Now the game's probably over, honestly. So I can draw into some action. Unfortunately, like mulling to 4 is against Tron when they keep 7 is, believe it or not ideal. So we do this. We need to get black and blue to play my Scion. Oh, they don't have a second land? What did they keep? They just kept a hand with a bunch of dismembers, probably. So I need green. Okay, I can't even get what I need. So I guess we just go breeding pool. I have to have another dismember in hand or something. Why would they keep a 1-lander in this deck? Okay. Okay, now we get punished for our mulligan. Should have just kept that awkward. That 7. I had a threat, I had some interaction. Luckily, my opponent, I don't know what they're doing. Kept a 1-lander with Inscribed Tablet, I guess. Let's see what he revealed. Okay, now he's got Expedition Map. So now he'll just get Tron next on 2 turns. It's not the fastest start by either of us. Fortunately, his deck is much better in a long game than mine is. Okay, there's that. So I can get... It's so bad. I guess I get Xander's. Do I want to try to keep it in there? No, I need to get Swamp, and this is the only way to get Swamp, so pretty easy decision. Next turn, I don't know. He probably has another Dismember. We'll see. I guess that keeps him from... We'll see what he does. He might just have Natural Tron. No, okay. So we'll get 3 mana. Oh. Maybe he does have Dismember. No, he wouldn't let me untap. I guess, yeah, he would. Okay, Binding doesn't really help me at this point. I mean, I guess it kind of does, but I think we just attack and hope we can hang on here. We can do this. If you believe. You believe, just don't play a Sundering Titan next turn. For God's sake. I could... Like, let's see. I guess I shouldn't play around Sundering Titan. If he plays a Sundering Titan, I just, like, lose. Like, the binding doesn't really make a difference. So we just hope he doesn't have it. I think that's the only thing I can do here. I need to get Nacatl on board, because I need to have something close to swinging for lethal next turn if I top deck a burn spell. So if he just has the Sundering Titan again, then I just am sad. Let's hope he doesn't have it, though. Okay, yep. That's a good sign, maybe. No, it's not. I guess with how much mana he has. Sundering Titan's so good against us. Oh, God. Oh, God. Every time. Cityscape. Oh, there's a new one. Okay. Well, he destroyed my Scion, which is sad, but I do have Binding for this. I don't even know what the hell a Power Stone Construct does. What does this do? Oh, okay. He just like burns my mana. It's actually not that big deal. I do have Binding for this. Can we hang on? Can we hang on? Okay, that's useless. Maybe he just has nothing with his 5 cards in hand. Just have nothing, man. Just be cool, have nothing. Now we got deck thin. Now we got thin some more. Yeah, I mean, this game was lost in that mulligan. It was, like, kind of greedy. All is dust. Okay. It's kind of bad for me, I guess. Yeah, okay, I mean, we're not winning. Yeah, I mean, that hand, it was what it was. He had to dismember, and I had to mold a 4, so... Obviously, I didn't have to mold a 4. I should have kept the 7. It had a creature, it had some interaction, but... kind of just how it goes. Not a match I'm super familiar. I mean, I'm familiar with Tron. I will say this is tougher for our deck to deal with than what do I need? Steam Vents, I guess. Another red source than regular Tron because of the creatures like playing things like All Is Dust, like all the Eldrazi spells. Like Sundering Titan is like very good against us, as it is against anyone. And then I draw a land, so this game's just over. Okay. That's unfortunate loss. Usually I feel really good about that matchup. I think I just shouldn't have gotten so greedy with the mulligans, but I thought I could find a better 5 or 6 than that 7. And it just didn't happen. So we're sitting at 1 and 2, which is not great. Unfortunately, this is probably going to put us in like the weird deck bracket, which this is when losses just start to kind of like spiral because you start playing against like non-meta decks and decks just doing really weird stuff that like this list is not tuned for at all. So we'll see if that happens, but I've had a lot of leagues that go like this, where it starts out like very close, like, you have a close loss, and then you just end up in the weird bracket, and then you just don't win any more games. Like a 1 and 2 can easily turn into a 1 and 4 because you're just playing against all kinds of crazy decks that this deck is just not like tuned for. So I hope that doesn't happen, but we won the first match and then lost the next 2, so sometimes that can happen in this situation. Okay, for match 4, it looks like we'll be on the play. That's always good. This hand's fine. We're gonna keep it. Let's see. We're probably gonna go either Triome turn 1, or Bolt. So we want the ability to get. I think we can just play this Bloodstrand. It's fine. We can get Breeding Pool, or we can get Steam Vents, or we can get Xander's Lounge, depending on what my opponent does. Okay, we're gonna kill this. He does help me a bit, actually, with the Yawgmoth. It's always a fun one. So we'll get Steam Vents here. And then next turn we can get let's see. Let me think for a second, sorry. So red, white, we already have green, so next turn we would need blue, black. So we want something with blue. I'm just trying to think of how to play a brawler. I think Steam Vents is fine here. Yeah, so next turn we can get red, black. So next turn we can play Blood Crypt, and since he has the Yawgmoth, then it gives me 5 types, and I can play brawler. So that's what we're gonna do. We'll do Arid Mason and Blood Crypt next turn. And we will bolt the Mana Dork for obvious reasons. I don't know if my opponent's on. I don't even know who plays Yawgmoth. Is this Yawgmoth, maybe? I don't think they... maybe they play it. Nah, I don't know. Oh, Kava's a good draw. Just going to play that instead. So this is Island Mountain Forest. So now we just want to get our Blood Crypt. And my opponent has successfully helped me to fix my mana. To get a 5/5 Kavu out on turn 2. That's why things like Urborg, Tomb of Yawgmoth, and Yavimaya actually help us a lot sometimes. Wait, it says they become. Oh, okay. It says it's oh, I don't have planes. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm stupid. Okay, well, it doesn't really matter. I'll just get planes next turn. I don't know why I was thinking like I had double red there. So obviously I needed black and white, which I couldn't get. So I could have fetched better maybe by getting. Let's see, I needed red here though, so I guess I couldn't have. Okay, so he's just Yawgmoth. I think we might just kill the. No, we can't bolt the bird, but we can stub a removal spell here. Not a removal spell. Ooh, Scion's useful. Okay, that's actually huge. So let's get a green-white. Or just a white. Just a white, I think. I think just white. Just get plains. So now we have 5 types. Red, white. Play my Scion. And now we can hold up stub. So we hope that we're going to swing in with Kavu. We're going to loot away this 3rd land. Or sorry, this 4th land. And we're just going to hope that my opponent doesn't have Yawgmoth in hand. What we're going to have to do. Unless I get like a removal spell or something. Okay, I get basic farce, that's fine. Not ideal, but... So he smartly lets it through, which tells me he's got a spell to get Yawgmoth next turn. Or he'll just play Yawgmoth. And he wants to draw a bunch of cards and put some counters on things and all that crap. I hope, though, it's something like Eldritch Evolution. That would be my ideal. I can counter that. I guess it's not, because he only has 1-drops. So he probably just has it in hand. It's going to go a little dicey now that he's got an Undying Creature if he plays Yawgmoth here. Let's see what he does. Grist would also be actively bad. But I can't stub Grist because it counts as a creature. Yeah, so he just had Yawgmoth in hand. Obviously, I can't stub that. And he'll start sacking and drawing cards, putting counters on things. So I need a removal spell for Yawgmoth, a Binding or Tribal Flames. Okay, he's going to decide to not do anything right now. Sure, he'll try to shrink my creatures next turn. To like blow me out in some way. Okay, that's not ideal. So I think we're going to loot away the Windswept Heath and just swing in. We really need to find a removal spell, so I can't afford not to swing in. Obviously, he could do lose a lot of life, change a lot of things, whatever. I think we just loot away this Heath. Yeah, that's not the removal spell I was hoping for. So now he's going to decide how much life to lose. Unfortunately, like I think letting him untap with Yawgmoth is probably the game. He could just take this damage too, which would also probably be the game. Because he just needs, I think, one more Undying Creature, and then he can just do it. And then, Cord for Blood Arse, but I can stop the Cord, so he could make a mistake here. So obviously he's going to shrink the Kavu, which is kind of what I thought he was going to do, but then he realizes that's first strike, so he decides he's not going to shrink it. Maybe he's afraid of Bolt if he blocks with Yawgmoth. He could just take it. Probably be a bit annoying. And then I gotta decide if I want to play Ragavan or not. Like, it's annoying because he can just sack and put a token on Ragavan and kill him, so it's kind of worth holding on him potentially to dash next turn, or so he's gonna go for it. No, he's really thinking about it. I guess he's wondering if I have Tribal Flames. So if I have Tribal Flames, he just lose right now. I think I hold Ragavan. I can also loot him away next turn. I don't think playing him right now is great. Okay, he's going to try to just shrink them, yeah. He's going to try to put a counter on both and proliferate. Or he's just going to save himself 1 life. Okay, so he would still die to Tribal Flames. Let's see if he keeps lowering his life total. So I think I hold on to Ragavan. I can loot him away. I can dash him next turn if I don't draw anything. I think playing him as a 2/1 isn't great because he'll probably just kill him. Although I suppose he needs to sacrifice a creature and he doesn't have one. But if he has an Undying creature, it's like bad to play Ragavan because I just like help him out basically. So I think I just play. I think I just play Brawler here. I don't know. It's close. Maybe I should just play Ragavan, not worry about it. Let him pay more life to kill my Ragavan and sack another creature. Ragavan has first strike, so I might do that actually. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. I don't know. Holding this is gonna get any better. So my hope is he tries to go for his combo thing, and then I can just stub it if he tries to get Blood Artist. So now I have a lot of 4/4 creatures, so he'd have to get them under 4/4. I don't think he can with what he's got to try to turn off stub. See, this is like the chord. Please don't Strangler guys. So it's not exactly what I wanted to see. Now he probably just zaps my Ragavan, but I guess it's one thing that I'm not. He doesn't have a flyer though. Oh, he does have a flyer with Birds of Paradise. He could zap Ragavan, but I guess that's one less damage. That's one less counter that's would go towards some of my other big creatures. So it looks like that's what he's gonna do. Nope, fake out. Yep. Could try to shrink something else. Nope, he's really thinking about it. He's watching his life total change. Okay, that one was like kind of to be expected. Who's he zapping? Oh, okay. So now, again, he can draw up cards, but he's only at 4 life, so he can't actually do this that much. So I guess he's looking for the Blood Artist thing. Maybe he just concedes, I'm not sure. I forget how exactly his deck works. He hasn't played a land yet this turn. But he has another land with Birds of Paradise, so he's going to go even lower. So obviously he's looking for his combo pieces. He can't go infinite because his life total is... unless he can get Blood Artist in play, and I have a stub to stop Blood Artist. So his only way to do it would to be hard cast Blood Artist, which would be my way to lose. And maybe I guess he would have to draw it because he only has 1 in the deck. That would be sad. But he can draw a bunch of cards. He can draw, what, 2 more cards to try to find Blood Artist or something. Maybe I'm hoping he'll just try to chord here. He's thinking about it a lot. Oh, is he going for it? Green. 3. Don't be a Grist. I think he's black for Grist. Oh my god, it could be Grist. Ah, that's annoying. That's very annoying. So now he can sack the Strangleroot Geist. He's probably going to, what, kill the Scion? That makes sense. Because then it'll turn off Trample. Yeah. Yeah, so now that was the thing he couldn't block. So Grist is bad for me. Because now he can just chump with stuff, but he still had a very low life total. So I can try to like push damage through here. Bolt. Okay. So we got a burn spell that we needed. So that worked out. It was looking a little dicey there, though. He did get the Yawgmoth down, and I didn't have an answer for it. I don't think he has a way around this. I mean, he's going to, what, draw cards to do what? To kill himself? go out on his own terms. Yeah, that's what he's doing. Okay, Yawgmoth. So what do we have against Yawgmoth? We want Rest in Peace because that shuts down his combo. Grist is hard to deal with. We do want Remand as well. I don't think we want Shadow Prophecy. He doesn't really play a lot of removal, so I think that helps us. I think we just want Rest in Peace and Remand. What's not that good? I think we need to have Stub still in there. You could argue to trim a Stub because of it only hits like his ways to get Yawgmoth, but I think that's like important enough to keep in. You want to keep Bolt in. You could trim the monkey, some of the monkeys on the draw. I think you need to keep Tribal Flames in. Maybe we'll just trim a couple Devil and a couple Monkey. Just because we're on the draw, and like with the if they have an Undying creature, it's like so hard to get Monkey to connect. I don't know if Devil is better than Monkey. Probably not. But on the draw, Monkey's not that good in this matchup because they can just play like Yawgmoth and then like it doesn't even trade with Monkey, it just kills Monkey and then comes back bigger. So Monkey can be pretty underwhelming, or they have the wall, which is also annoying. Wall of Roots. So Monkeys like can be underwhelming in this matchup. Ooh, a lot of great cards in here. One land. So we got to mulligan this. Mulligan. A lot of great cards. One land. Not a lot of great cards, but do have answers for Yawgmoth. So I think we have to keep this. We need to bin the Breeding Pool. We need to bin Tribal Flames. And then we're done. So now we can go turn 1, fetch Xander's, turn 2, Temple Guard, and play Scion. It's bad if he just plays Grist. But we have a lot of options here. Yawgmoth, that's not a mana dork, so that's good for me. Rest in Peace is good for me as well. So now we just do nothing. He'll hit me with the Wolf. So we'll see what he plays turn 2. I could play Rest in Peace to try to play around him just going to turn 3 Grist, killing my Scion, which is pretty bad. He looks like he might just be trying to go wide. Let's see what he does here. Might be trying to go with the aggro beatdown plan. So he could still have Grist in hand, which would be pretty devastating for me. Do I play around Grist? Probably. I don't know. I like to put something on the field to apply pressure, but at the same time, like if he plays a Grist, it is so horrendous for me because he'll sack his Yawgmoth, grow his one Yawgmoth, and kill my Scion, and then swing him for 3, and then I have like nothing. So now at least if he sacks the Yawgmoth, he plays a Grist and sacks something, then and I can also bind the Grist now. So if I get a 3rd land, then I can play Scion and bind the Grist. Obviously, he should have brought in Enchantment Hate, so let's see if there's a Grist. I haven't applied any pressure, so that's a little concerning, but I do turn off his combo, but he's got a decent board state. I do have a lot of removal in hand, but I need like a 3rd land to be able to double spell. Thinking about this one. It'd be really nice to be able to play Scion and then hold up Binding for a Yawgmoth next turn. See what he plays here. Okay, he's going to attack with both. A 1. Is he afraid of Ragavan? He's afraid of Ragavan. Interesting. Tells me that he probably doesn't. We'll see what he has. Okay. So he's going to definitely have a Yawgmoth here. I think I want to play Kavu. Scion is bigger. I think I just want to play Kavu. Now I can loot away crap I don't need, but I think this is fine because this gives me more mana flexibility. So I play Kavu now, and that way next turn, any land I get, I can double spell with Scion and Binding. So that's why we're doing this. Play like the more specific, mana requirements now, so that next turn, any land will get me Scion plus Binding. So he'll just Chord now, but again, I've turned off a lot of his combo. Or Eldritch, which one is this? Eldritch? No, this is Chord. So he can get a Yawgmoth down, but unless he has like Force of Vigor or something, which I assume, okay, he's going to Chord for 1. Was he going to get another? We'll see what he gets here. Mana Dork maybe, and then he's got Yawgmoth in hand. Could be it. But I'm still in a pretty good spot by turning off his combo, and I have answers to Yawgmoth next turn. Gets the Dryad. But that's a 4th land, yeah. So now I'm expecting a Yawgmoth, and he can put counters on me, but he doesn't get his creatures back. I guess he could also get something like, I forget, the one that kills the enchantments. He could also Chord for that. But he already used a Chord, so maybe he's got it in hand. We'll see. To me, it just looks and smells like he's going to play a Yawgmoth here, and then I can bind it. And then, or I can Tribal Flames it, but I probably want to bind it to hold on to Tribal Flames for face. 2 green. Okay. Maybe he's going to be able to smash this. Beseju? Does he play Beseju? I think he would have played it last turn, I feel like. Now it looks like Yawgmoth, yeah. Yep, so he gets Yawgmoth. He can start sacking creatures, but he can't get them back. So he's going to still do that, though. Sack the Dryad down to 3 lands. So his plan is probably to sack one of these. I guess I could... I think I just bind Yawgmoth now. I guess the blowout would happen... Let's see, he could sack these 2. I think we just bind it now and then hold up stub. I like that. I don't want to use Tribal Flames because I want to be able to hold up stub, but I kind of really want a 3rd land. So let's see if he tries to shrink my Kabu further. No. So we're going to attack. Do we want to loot away? Like, on one hand, I want to loot away something. On the other hand, like, all these cards are good. Like, I have answers to another Yawgmoth. I have Stubby D up in case he brings in, he has some kind of enchantment hate like Force or something to try to kill the Rest in Peace and Binding. So I'm tempted to just not loot away anything, but I do really need a 3rd land because I'm not applying much pressure right now. But I like all these cards. Maybe we just keep, I don't know. Okay, I'm just going to keep up stub. I'm not sure if that's correct. I think maybe I'm supposed to loot away Binding potentially, or a Tribal Flames or a Scion, but I really need that 3rd land. Next turn I can play Scion, depending on what he does. Maybe he's got another Yawgmoth in hand. That's why he didn't really care about that. See if he Chords for something again that I can stub. Okay, that's kind of an annoying card. So he's just going for the aggro beatdown plan, I guess. He's gonna try to race me. Gonna try to race me. Bolt. I could bolt this thing right now. What does that get me, though? I can't really hold up anything. See, I have how much damage in hand? Now we have options. Like, I feel like I do want to loot away something. Maybe the Binding, because I guess I still have Tribal Flames in case he has another spell. Sorry, if he has another Yawgmoth. On the other hand, I can Binding this. No, I think we swing. I think we have to loot because we need to find this 3rd land. This is like really close though. I think you could argue to bind stub to get rid of stub. Because here then I could Binding this and then still hold up stub and then still have a Tribal Flames for another one. But if I get rid of Scion, I really need more pressure. This is like so close. Like I need the third land. Like maybe I just get rid of Bolt, although like Bolt is good, but I need the third land. I guess otherwise he's gonna start gaining life, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I'll get rid of Bolt. No, we're not gonna choose any target. I'll have 8 burn damage in hand, so like damn, this is so tough. Alright, well we're racing, so I don't want to get rid of Bolt. Alright, I think I get rid of Bolt. Give me a land. I don't know. This is like the hardest decision. Maybe I should just not loot away anything because my hand's good. Okay, we got the land. Now the question is like, what the hell do I play? I could bind this right now, but I'll see if he blocks with it. So he's going to gain 1 life, which is kind of annoying. But I don't know if I care that much about that. I think what we do is I think we just play this, and I have green-blue in the deck. So I also have red-white, so I can play either. So let's actually play this third land first. So I think we just play Scion here, and then we just wait. So now I have Stub or Binding up, depending on what he tries to do. Obviously, he's going to gain 1 life. I don't care. Next turn, I have potentially lethal, depending on how he blocks. Because I have Tribal Flames in hand still. I'm still not sure if that was the right decision. I think I could have gotten rid of Binding, but I think I need Binding in case he has another Yawgmoth. I don't know. It's like so close because you'd say, oh, you'd have 8 burn damage there, and then you can just burn him out even more easily. Are you gonna try Cord right now? Removal spell. Gain a bunch of life. Weather the storm for 3. Doing something. Okay, so obviously we're just gonna counter this. I think we want double red. I think we want Steam Vents here. I knew he had something up his sleeve. Oops, choose target non-creature spell. You will not get your Yawgmoth back. And I think we're in an okay spot. We'll see how he top decks. And he's got 3 cards in hand, so. I'm guessing he doesn't have Beseiju, or else he would have used it instead of Assassin's Trophy. But he could still draw Beseiju if he runs it in this deck, which I think he does. I haven't seen Essence Warden. That's kind of like seems. I hate the gain life cards in like a deck like this. Okay, Grist is kind of annoying. Still not the end of the world. Yeah, so he's going to destroy the Scion and then try to just chump me. Okay, we're going to loot away that land first. And we might just bind the Grist, or we might just see what we get. He can just keep putting tokens in front of me if I let the Grist live, so that's a reason to get rid of it. And he can keep getting life from those tokens. Okay, Reman's interesting. I think we're going to bind the Grist here. Okay, he just lets it through, which is... So obviously he's got a combo card in hand or something, or to try to get a Yawgmoth back. So I could upkeep, do this. I'll play around Force a bit. I don't think I need Tribal Flames right now. Yeah, so we'll upkeep Binding, and then we'll keep up Remand. I think Binding to take risk, because otherwise he's going to keep putting an insect creature token, and then he's gonna gain 1 life every time he does that, and he's gonna be able to chump me. So I don't want him to be able to do that. Force of Vigor? No. This Leyline Binding card's pretty good. Okay, Hierarch, we won't be remanning that. He will gain 1 life. It's kind of annoying. I guess if he just goes really wide, I might have trouble dealing with that. Like if he just goes Strangle Rootgeist, just maybe what he's doing. I think we're just gonna remand this to draw the card. I don't want him to get far ahead, and he's gonna just have chumpers. I don't know. I think this is. I think we just have to do this. Stub's not that helpful. Because, like, we do lose to the... I mean, he's going to try to race me. He's just not going to attack with anyone. What is he going to chump with? Yawgmoth, probably. He could have another Yawgmoth in hand, which is why he wanted the Hierarch. Second Kavu is pretty good. Oh. Could go second Kavu and then hold up Stub. I guess it's bad if he just has another Yawgmoth in hand. See what he does here. I don't think I want to loot anything. I think I need these cards. He lets it through. I just Tribal Flames him and he loses. So we'll see what he does here. There's no way he lets it through. After he lost the Tribal Flames, I think, last game. Yeah, okay. Okay, so now we play our second Kavu. And then we have Stub up. So he could have another Yawgmoth in hand. He'll gain a life, that's fine. But I think we're doing pretty well here. See if the Strangle Rootgeist. Yep. So I mean, I guess he's gained like what 3 life from this card this game, 4 life. Okay, so now I can counter this. Like tapping now. Okay. Oh my god, are you serious? All right, this is like bad for me now. He's gonna keep gaining life with the wall up. But he'll have to keep blocking the Kavus, so maybe not the end of the world. I think as long as he doesn't get like a Yawgmoth down, I'm okay. Even if he does, Rest in Peace turns it off, so I think we just wail away. Loot away this land. He could double block here. Yeah, that's what he does. I'm going to loot away 1 land because I want to risk it because I want these 2 other cards here. Okay, Nacatl's fine. And gain a life from it, so maybe I don't play it. See what he lets through. Okay, he's just gonna have that thing die. No, 7. So I think we play our Nacatl now. And we hold up our Stubby D. We could Tribal Flames into 2 right now. I don't think that's worth it, though. I think I need to hold up Stub just to stop him from courting or Eldritch Evolution or anything like that. That'll also keep him from swinging at me. Please don't hardcast. Actually, even hardcasting Yawgmoth isn't that big a deal. He'll pay a bunch of life and probably go within Tribal Flames range to die. So... see what he's going for here. Scion would be great. Give everything trample. Okay. Dork. I guess another chump blocker. Kind of confused why he decided to block with the thing that was gaining him life every turn. Wouldn't be my first choice. Okay, Bolt. So I guess he's just dead. I guess he could Chord in response to something. Get Yawgmoth. Let's think about this for a second. So I guess I just attack with everything first. See what he does. Then potentially kill him. I like that. I just don't want to end up in a chance where he can get a Yawgmoth in play because I tap out to bolt him to death. And I don't think it makes a difference, but we're not going to loot anything away because we have lethal. I know this is, you know, I probably could just go for the kill before combat, but we'll see what he's got up his sleeve. Something like Force of Vigor would be bad, I guess, to get rid of the Rest in Peace and start comboing with Yawgmoth. I don't think he has anything, but it's going to go to 4. I guess he's going to decide if he wants to chump something else. Okay, he's going to do that. Fake out. Still tells me he probably has a spell in hand that I don't know what his plan is. He's going for it. I guess it's not lethal this turn. Maybe I should just let him stub for 1. Let him do that for 1 and then burn him out. Oh, maybe that was actually stupid. I should have let that resolve. I don't know what he would have grabbed for 1, but I don't think I care. Oh, damn it, that was dumb. His whole board's gonna die. I don't think I lose this game, but that was actually stupid. Like he's not dead yet. I guess I just bolt this thing right now to keep him from having enough mana to cast Yawgmoth. Yeah, I don't. That was dumb. I should just let. I didn't realize he was courting for 1. I didn't think about it. I should just let that resolve, and I could have burned him out. Okay, it doesn't matter, but could have mattered. Back for round 5. This time I'll be on the play. So we're sitting at 2-2. We just beat Yawgmoth, and hopefully we can keep this roll into a 3-2 result. This is a good hand. We're gonna keep. We'll just go Steam Vents into Ragavan turn 1. Turn 2, we can see what we got. Yes, I would. Cast. So turn 1 Ragavan on the play. What gets better than that? See if what my opponent's on. Island, Merfolk, Delver. Is this Legacy? Is this Pioneer? Okay, just gonna bolt that guy. Be done with him. Ooh, bonus bolt. Murktide with Delver, maybe? Nah, it seems weird. So the question is, do I want to play Devil or do I want to hold up WD? No idea what my opponent's on. Kind of want to just play Devil. Maybe I should just protect my Ragavan and hold up WD, but even if they play a 1-mana removal spell, Stub doesn't help me, so. Subtlety? Probably put it back on top if he does that. I feel like if he had Subtlety, he would have Subtlety the turn 1 Ragavan, though. Seems weird to let that resolve. It's at 14. See if we can ride this monkey to victory. Still another removal spell if he puts a blocker out. You can't just hold up counterspell at this point. Bobble. Okay. Maybe go Shredder. Nah, he would have gone Shredder first. You just have nothing. Nothing's always good. We'll see. Looks like he's doing something. Thinking through his move. Because you have like Aether Gust or something. It's kind of weird main deck card. Yeah, so you're not really at the point where you can just like hold up double blue. I guess you could flash something in, but I'll bolt it. Scion's nice, but I can't cast it right now. I think we could grab Gigant. If Ragavan connects, we could grab Gigantha here, but I think I kind of want to just sit where I'm at with some interaction up. If I get one more land, I can cast Scion. Trying to flash something in. Snapcaster. Petty Theft. Okay. How about no? Force. Use your force. No. Fiery Islet. Okay. Yeah, so we just have... Now we have Binding or Bolt up, so I think that's fine. See what my opponent does. Haven't been able to answer Ragavan yet. Consider. Go for it. Try to get a Murktide down. There's the counter spell. Opt. Okay. I guess he's just on like the Delver list. That's like the worst version of Murktide because I think it's just looks like it's mono blue Delver. But I mean, if that's his game plan, just to do nothing, then I'm all for it. Just get hit by Ragavan 3 times. See what he tries to do now. Hit him. I'd like a creature off his deck. Something good. I have enough to cast a Scion. Spell Pierce. I am like very far ahead, so it's tempting to just not even cast anything here. But I think I want to cast, while he's tapped out, I think I want to try to cast my Scion. Use all my treasures for it. I don't think I'm going to get anything. He's basically playing a control deck, so I don't think I'm going to get much out of holding on to the Binding. Subtlety? No. Okay. So I think that's the right play. Got a lot of burn in hand, so if I get one more land, I can get 5 types. So let's see what he tries. So he plays a Shredder. Does he grow it? Is he holding up Spell Pierce? He's not holding up Spell Pierce. Slip out the back. That's a good one. I liked playing around with that card. So he gets to Connive, but now I can just Tribal Flames him because he's still only a 1/4. So a 2/4. Or I could bind him. Oh, he's a 3/5 now. Oh, because he gets the counter. Okay, I'm just going to bind him then. I want to save this Tribal Flames for... Wait a minute. I don't need to bind him right now. He's not in the field. Okay. I think there's not a reason to do this now. I'll attack first. Then I'll just kill him with Tribal Flames. I don't know why I'm overthinking this one. I guess if he has Force, it's bad. I still have Binding, so... Assumed he would have used Force by now. Bobble. I will do that. He's at 4. See what he's got in his hand. Okay. So you just, yeah. You get hit by Ragavan 3 times. It's going to be rough on the draw. So I guess he's just playing like mono blue Delver. I don't know what to do against this list. Veil is in theory good. He's got permission, so I guess Veil is good. Like, do I bother with Remand? Do I bother with Flusterstorm? He's got... Doesn't seem to have red, so I don't know what graveyard synergies he has. So it seems like Rest in Peace isn't that good. I guess he does have Murktide, so that's assuming why he's playing Consider and Opt. Is he's just a mono blue trying to get a Murktide down, but is it worth, without having DRC in the deck and without having Unholy Heat, like, is it worth bringing Rest in Peace to stop him? I don't think so. I could Remand or Flusterstorm. I don't know. It seemed like he had a kind of a low curve. They just trim a couple Devils. Not entirely sure how to play this one, so we're just going to go with that. Remand could be good, again, but I'm not exactly sure what he's trying to do. And if he just has a lot of 1 and 2 drops, like all I saw was basically Counterspell, Ledger Shredder, and Delver, Opt, Consider. So presumably he's trying to, fill his graveyard. Man, this has Veil, but can't really cast anything, so I don't think this is good. Okay, this is better. We'll just put one of these back, I guess. So we don't really turn 1 play right now, so we'll go try him. Unfortunately, that means he'll be able to hold up Counterspell if he have Delver again. Okay, he just has nothing. So he's probably holding up Spell Pierce or Spell Snare. Consider. Okay, just nothing. Oh. Maybe he just misclicked there. I don't know. That was very strange. I think that had to be a punt, right? Did he just skip his turn? Like, what just happened? He's not playing a second land. Did he just keep a 1-liner with nothing in it? Like, what's going on here? He must have like subtlety or something. That's fine. We'll get our Xander's Lounge. Okay, Bolt's cool. I think I'm just gonna play Brawler. It gets subtlety, it gets subtlety. I just live with it. Could try to play around subtlety by just like bolting him. No, I think we just go for it. Like, if you got it, you got it, dude. Good on you. My guess is what he's holding up right now. Do we put it on top? Oh, okay. Well, guess you just didn't have it. Confused. I'm very confused. Let's see if he plays a second land. Okay, he played the second land. Shredder, maybe. So now he's like doing this weird thing where it's like, you can't hold up Counterspell if I have a threat down. Like, see what he tries to do. Maybe he has Aether Gust. 2 mana. Dress down. Okay. Can certainly do that, but now I'm gonna play another Brawler. You're not really getting anywhere, so I'll just resolve another Brawler. So now I can get white or red. So I want to keep up Binding and Bolt. Second Brawler. See Subtlety? No, I won't have any abilities. Okay. So now we have like some good pressure on the board. We got a lot of burn in hand. So let's see what he tries to do here. My opponent, fortunately, has done basically nothing. He's cast Consider and Dress down. And missed a land drop, so okay, he's gonna play a Shredder. Probably bolt this in response to he plays a Bauble here. So the question is, like, he has Murktide in the deck, so that's an argument to keep that's an argument to keep Binding here. On the other hand, like, I could just keep this burn damage in hand. I could get Sacred Foundry, and next turn I have 8 + 5 + 5, which is 18, so it's like almost lethal. So I kind of want to just do that. I'm doing this Connive now because if he plays another land, I don't want to be able to Spell Pierce my Binding. I know he can't cast a Murktide this turn. He could do it next turn, but I think he'll be at such a low life total, I don't care. Force? No, it's on his turn. What could this be? Nothing. It's nothing. Could have waited till after he connived. That was actually what I was supposed to do. That was a mistake. Okay, we won the match. That was fun. I don't know what my opponent was doing. Pretty easy win there. So 3-2 with the deck. How did the list feel? Well, I mean, it's the same list we've been playing. So there was some awkwardness one game where I wanted to play like Ragavan into like turn 2 Scion. And I couldn't do that because of the lands, because of the mana base. So I knew that was a risk going in. But I tried to, you know, in theory, having one extra fetch land just reduces your chances of, you know, getting stuck on like those awkward land hands. So I'm going to just pull up the list again just to review what we played. So unfortunately, I was testing Shadow Prophecy here, but I didn't get to cast it. So hard to evaluate. When I did see it, I think once, and when I put it back in the hand. So it's hard to see. It's hard to evaluate in those circumstances. We did have, yeah. So our 2 losses were to Amulet Titan, and then those were just blowouts. Which is usually, I think, a pretty decent matchup, like especially with the sideboard that's got Remand in it. We've got the natural states. I do like this better than Wear Terror because it's a 1-mana answer to a turn 1 Amulet. So I think it's fine. You know, we've got enough answers for the deck. It's just, you know, that game, they just kind of had everything they needed. We were applying some pressure. We were, you know, disrupting them, but it just didn't work out. And then I don't know if I remember off the top of my head what the other loss was. I just remember it being a close loss. But anyway, so yeah, the deck felt pretty good. Of course, like I still like this as an option. You know, I don't know if it's better than the Dromoka's command version, but it is like nice when Devil shows up and, you know, it's basically a 4 damage burn spell. Sometimes later in the game, it's better because your opponent has to let it live. So I think it's valuable. Shadow Prophecy, not sure. I might test it some more just for fun. Again, I was kind of looking for, hey, what's a good card for those fair kind of grindy matchups? So, well, I guess Scam isn't exactly fair, but it gets very grindy. So Scam, Murktide, Death Shadow, like what's a good sideboard card to bring in? So Cindervines was an option, but I don't know that Cindervines is that good against Murktide. It's definitely good against Prowess, but Prowess has kind of fallen off a bit. So Shadow Prophecy could also be an option. I don't know. So I'll probably do some more testing with Shadow Prophecy. If any of you guys end up like playing this card at all, or let me know how it feels. I know it's been used in other slower versions of like more mid-range kind of versions of Zoo and some other lists. Where you've got more graveyard synergies and stuff like that, but it is like a good, I mean, you pay 3 mana to look at your top 5 and put 2 in your hand. That's like pretty good. You obviously pay 2 life, but we play kind of an aggressive game plan where we don't care as much about losing life. But yeah, that was a league. I haven't done a regular Zoo league in a little while, so it was nice to get back into it. I think there are a couple lists I want to test out that I saw some other players playing that got good results. So there are some versions with like 2 Tarmogoyf and 3 Brawler, so I might try that out. I've gotten mixed opinions about Tarmogoyf. Like it's against a Bolt deck, he's very good, but against a non-Bolt deck, it's kind of like very. He's generally worse than Brawler because he ends up being too small early in the game, and it also requires you generally to play different graveyard hate. So you can't play Rest in Peace. You have to play Unlicensed Hearse, and like Rest in Peace is just better in every way when you can do it. Obviously, if you're a deck that has graveyard synergies, you can't play Rest in Peace. But against like Murktide or whatever, like they have a hard time dealing with Rest in Peace. It turns off so much of their stuff that it's, I think, very good. I prefer it to Hearse. I prefer the first 2 copies of Graveyard Hate to be Rest in Peace. Just because for Dredge, for Living End, like there are matchups where you're just like, you just want the hate. Or in Prowess, like Murktide, like even a lot of times they can refill their graveyard faster than you can, you know, if you have something like Unlicensed Hearse faster than that, you can clear cards out. Plus, Murktide doesn't generally play enchantment hate. They'll play Brazen Bar that can bounce an enchantment, and obviously they'll play Permission, but if you get an enchantment resolved against them, they can't really deal with it at all. So not the same with Artifact, though, because they'll bring in a Braid. So anyway, if you enjoy this kind of content, go ahead and support the channel by subscribing, liking, commenting on the video below what you think. And that's all we got for today's league. Ended up as a 3-2, which isn't a great result, but it was okay. I definitely could have played some stuff better, I think, in some of the losses. But thanks for watching.